Yeah, good enough. I don't give a shit. Hello. So this is the last live I'm going to be doing for a while. I'm taking a break. I am burnt out. And if I don't take a break and get back to me and how I really am, I'm going to, yeah, it's not going to be good. So, this will be the last, and I decided to go live because this will be the last time I go live for a little bit. On both my accounts. I went live on my backup, on my main account earlier. And I suggest for everybody, it's good to take a break from social media every now and then. So, there's that. Yeah. I'm just burnt out spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. Mentally at this point. So I need to get back to me and get back to who I really am and not what they're wanting me to become. So, this will be the last live for a little while. So I'm mentally back to where I need to be. Because you can only hold in your anger and your temper for so long. And I've been dealing with this for long enough to know that it's time for me to take a break after today. After this live, it'll be, yeah. So, let's hope it's a peaceful one, to say the least. You know. And because when I went live, hang on, I gotta do something. Because when I went live, hang on, I gotta do something. Let them bully me for taking a break. I don't give a shit. Because they wouldn't like what would happen if I don't. And I know that. I feel myself becoming something I don't like. And that's the last thing I need. That's the last thing anybody needs. So, the best thing for me to do is to take a break for however long I need to take a break for. To get back to myself. You know. And I know people have seen me changing and becoming different, and not in a good way. Not in a good way in any shape or form. Any way, shape, or form. So, I'm like, I love singing and I don't even feel like singing. I haven't felt it for a while. So, hopefully this will be a good, peaceful live and not a bunch of morons. Yeah, I've become mean and I don't like it, and I'm gonna be getting meaner if I don't take a break. God damn, what the fuck?
Hey, y'all just sitting down there watching, recording, or doing whatever it is you're doing. Why don't y'all take time to that screen too?
They want to record and all that shit. I don't care.
No, they at least they can do is tap the screen while they do it.
I'm at the point where I'm getting to the point where I just don't give a fuck about anything anymore.
And when you get to that point, like you said, it's break
It's
time.
time for the break.
You come on here, you be nice, and what do you get? Shit on at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but they better recognize that I'm not going to be gone forever.
Nope.
Not by a long shot. It might just be a couple days. It might be a week. You'll never know. But it's going to be as long as I need to. I mean, for example, I have books I'd like to read from the library.
That's a good. Yeah, that'll get you stressed down too.
You know.
There you
This
go.
one in particular. This first one I'm going to read. Somebody to Love. The Life, Death, and Legacy of Freddie Mercury.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Yeah, plus I have the diamond painting, plus.
Speaking of, I've started on my brother-in-law's.
Yes. And I want to be able, I thought the reason I've been feeling the way I've been feeling and everything was because, stress, the infection, whatever. But I know a person can only take so much, and that includes me. And I've taken more than anybody, you know.
Anybody will ever know.
Yeah. I don't know who the fuck is wanting to join.
After yesterday, I'd be very, very skeptical.
Yeah, I'm not. That one says, please pick me up.
No.
I don't know who the hell you are. Like, hmm.
They got 1,400 plus followers, 600 and something following.
We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, don't fuck with me. So you're on the air.
Good evening.
Evening.
How are you doing? Oh, why are you laughing?
How am I doing? That's a funny question. And that's that. Because I'm not putting up with that. No.
That's one of those. Oh, hi, could you use $5,000 a week?
Yeah. No.
You get them wanting in your boxes. I get it.
How I'm
I
doing,
get
I
the
start laughing. That's not a good thing.
yeah.
Ask me how I'm doing on
You sat there and said how you were doing, and they gonna come up. How you doing? No, we're gonna do it like this. How you doing?
how
We're
you
gonna do it
doing.
New York style. How you doing?
Nah, it's how you doing.
Yeah, Enzo
How you
Amore can
doing?
do it great. Great. I love it.
What?
That wrestler, when he was going by Enzo Amore in the WWE, he'd go, realest guy in the room. How you doing?
I have not seen WWE in like years.
Yeah, he ain't in there anymore. They got rid of him when it came out that he was being investigated for rape. He didn't disclose it to him, so they fired him, in which I don't blame him.
No. Yeah, people. I say how I'm doing, and then they want to come on and say, "How are you doing?" Well, like,
Was he not
dude,
just paying attention for the last 20 minutes?
when I start laughing like that, it's not a good thing.
I'll tell you, it is raining like fuck. Raining fucking crazy here.
I need to go somewhere where there's either nature, the country. I need to go to a beach. I need to go on a cruise. I need to do something. Like I do. That's just how to. I don't have. I have to do something.
Hey, what?
What were you doing for dinner? Nothing? I'm gonna make some chicken salad. That's what I was asking.
Okay,
You
go ahead.
All right.
That other recipe stuff they ordered, I'll do.
To Manhattan and I'll walk and
I'll do the next night. Y'all Mexican tomorrow.
even if it's me going over to Manhattan tomorrow night or at night and walking and going by the water. I'm gonna do what I need to do.
You fly to California and hang out on the Golden Coast.
Yeah, I could. Nah. Could go to Seattle.
Space Needle.
No, the two places that were my favorite places that I've been to is Seattle and Florida. But of course, I would want to take a road trip and stop at every place that I've been where I like the food. You know,
Yeah.
go to states just for the food. Shit.
Yep.
Maybe I'll go to the UK. Who knows? You never know.
If you come to my house, I'm gonna take you over and throw you in the beach.
I find the beach very, very peaceful.
And when I say beach, I don't mean just any beach. I'm talking world famous beach where millions of motorcycles show up every year for 1 week.
I need to do something. And here's the thing, I know some of it has to do with the fact of where I am. Because all the negativity here. Like, people are so negative. And I pick up on everybody's negativity too, and on top of everything else. I need to go somewhere else.
What's weird about me living in Florida? That's all I'm gonna say. You know, I've never been to a race.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've never been to one either.
Andrea went to it. Her and her brother.
You know, when I lived in California, I never went to Disneyland.
Well, unfortunately, I can't go back there anymore.
What you do?
I can't walk the walk, even if they had the scooters. They're probably full.
You do realize you can. I'm pretty sure you can reserve one.
I have Andrea look into it.
I think you can reserve one, but be very, very careful because of the little one.
Yes.
If you go, don't ever let her out of your sight, not even for a second.
Oh no. I would be on one side, it'd be her, and then it would be Andrea, or it would be my son-in-law and the girls, because it'd be his oldest two, her, and then Andrea, and they'd have them pulling them in a wagon through the park, so they wouldn't have to walk.
There's reasons why I say don't ever let them
Oh
out
yeah, no.
even for a second.
Nope, I wouldn't. I don't even like to go to Walmart with her not glued to me.
No, I'm talking about Disney in particular.
Oh yeah. Oh, are you talking about Lily Tino? I wish
No,
motherfucker would.
no, I'm talking about Disney.
Oh yeah, there's been some crazy shit here lately. Hi Debbie.
Let me put it to you this way: Walt Disney was the fourth cousin of Joan.
Gotcha.
Like I said, I know more than I would care to. That has a lot to do with it.
You doing good?
So, this will be the last live for a while because I need to get back to me and get things under control. Let me make myself abundantly clear. No, I'm not going inpatient anywhere, nothing like that. It's not like that. I need to, because of the stress and everything, I am very burnt
No,
out.
we don't have relish.
So, what about barbecue?
That shit's good. No, we don't have barbecue sauce.
Anger and that kind of thing can only be kept under control for so long. And
I got the
everybody
mayonnaise. I
needs
can
to
put
take it slow,
mayonnaise in it.
even me, and I've put up with this shit long enough, a lot longer than anybody would be able to. And I have realized, and I know people have noticed that I've been changing, not for the best. I've been changing.
Yeah.
I'm becoming, and I need to do something, and that's why I'm taking a break. Because they are getting, when, if I continue and not take a break, it's going to be bad. And they're going to get what they want. They're going to get me to become what I'm not, so to speak, possibly. Or get me to become something that I've kept under control for so long when it comes to my temper. So this will be the last live for a little while. Went live on my main account earlier, and now I'm live on here. After tonight, I'm not going to go live for a while. I'm taking a break from social media. Will I make posts here and there, but I'm not going to be going live for a while for till I'm back to myself. Because I have this feeling that the ones who've seen that I've been changing, it may be scaring them. Because of what I'm, how I'm changing, and that kind of thing. I'm not leaving forever, I'm just taking a break. Maybe a day or two, maybe a week, just, Dealing with everything that I have been dealing with for all this time, I'm burnt out. The reason why I've been feeling the way I'm feeling is because I'm spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically just fucking burnt the fuck out. And I have been keeping everything under control, and you can only keep things like this under control for so long until you can't, and then, well, in my case, people would get very, very scared. I refuse to become something or turn into something that I am not. So once I get it under control and back to myself, the version of me that everybody likes, um, I'll go live again. But until then, because the version of me that needs to be kept under control, nobody's going to like. So I need to get it under control before that happens. So that's where I'm at with it. And on my last live, someone said, well, they'll bully you for taking a break. I don't give a shit. I need to. I need to. Because people don't like what happens if I don't. I've been dealing with all this shit for 2.5 years with everything else, and so I'm going to do things like this will be the last time I go live till I'm back to my old self. Um, I have a diamond painting I'm going to do. I have some books I want to read. Maybe walk through Manhattan at night like I used to. Um, you know, get back to my old self.
And I hope everybody can respect your wishes.
I mean, when I love to sing and I always have, but when I'm at the point where I just don't give a fuck about anything anymore, that's a problem. That's a major problem.
Oh, I
For
got that person blocked
and
last
it's
night.
going to be a big problem for a lot of people if I get past the point of no return. Yeah. And
Hang
I
on a second.
half wondered if, because the reason I'm taking this break, I wonder if it has some. I wonder if that's going to be one of my
Really good.
profiles
Look how good that looks.
because
What's that
I
for?
need to get it under control.
You want to 7 years?
No, I want you to put that whole thing in here.
What?
That way you could put a lid on it. You don't have to go digging over there for it. So you know what? Now you can mix it up more. Sorry, y'all.
It turned out good, what, guys?
Oh, good.
Yeah, I can get it mixed up.
They didn't mean
No, it
everybody.
totally mixed up.
That's why they're terrified of me
I
because
had it totally mixed up. Try this. Damn, it looks good.
Yeah.
so
Yeah? You like it? Yeah.
You can't even tell those are bread and butter pickles.
I told you would. I knew you wouldn't be able to. It was
I
crazy.
love
I
those
even couldn't
pickles. I haven't had
you
those in a long time.
didn't even know it.
She made chicken salad for dinner and
What?
chicken salad, kind
Yeah.
of like tuna. But she put bread and butter pickles in it because we needed to get rid of what was in there so we could throw the jar out. And she even put a little bit of juice in there, and you can't tell that's a bread and butter. And I despise bread and butter pickles. Are you doing laundry?
Well, the dryer's going in the laundry room, but that was air conditioner.
Oh, okay.
So right now, the biggest decision I need to make for right now is what do I want to make for dinner?
Oh, that reminds me. Hold on.
Or do I just want cookies and milk? Do I want tacos or do I just want cookies and milk? Oreos and milk? I think tomorrow I might just stay in bed and sleep, you know? Because I'm exhausted.
I shared that recipe to your Insta.
Okay. I am just physically, I'm not just burnt out, I'm also I'm exhausted too, so.
Oh, but you know who's going to get blamed for that, right?
Hmm?
I'm going to be the one. They're going to blame me. They're going to say I talked you into taking a break.
No.
Nobody really is saying it's too hot to cook. I think we're just going to have salad or sandwiches. That sounds good too.
What, a poor man's ham sandwich? I could do that.
Well,
Well, what?
look, he has to open the peaches and look what happened. I opened them fuckers and they went everywhere.
So my uncle wanted some peaches. Andrew just said he asked her to open the thing for her. And when she did, it starts at the middle of her chest and goes all the way down.
Yeah.
Wow.
The juice from the peaches.
Say that again, what?
My uncle asked her to open one of those to go thing of, where you can get them separate. You don't have those little jar like things for kids, like
Yeah.
you throw in your lunchbox. Well, anyway, he had some. And he couldn't get it open, so he asked Ingrid to open it. And when she opened it, the juice decided to jump out and jump in the middle of her chest and run down the whole middle part of her shirt.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't want sandwiches. Screw it.
I was gonna let this slip for 24 hours, but I just yeah, she ate a whole pack of ramen noodles. And if you
She's a
don't believe
grown
me, you can ask Grace
woman.
too, because Grace was.
You gotta ask people.
She's a
She
grown
believes.
woman.
I got you.
No, she was throwing a fit earlier because we didn't have chicken
Why do
fries.
you all this out? Because you what? What mom ain't playing? That's what you look like. Oh, well, you still don't want it to drag it out because every time you drag it out, you're losing
You
stuff.
gonna be on for a little bit,
Right?
Grace? Are you gonna be on for a little bit?
Listen,
Possibly.
you're fine. The only thing I'm doing
We'll
is
see.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take off. If you get off before I can get back on, I'm gonna play some Candyland with the baby. She's
Okay.
wanting me to play,
Go ahead.
and
No worries.
I'll be back.
Alright.
If
No
you go,
worries.
if you get off before then, just shoot me a text.
I will.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Okay. How's everybody doing? How y'all doing? Good, I hope. I'm peachy. So peachy, I'm taking a break from going live after tonight. Well, did my laundry, cleaned my kitchen, watched some mind-numbing television, went live on my main account for a moment, a little bit. So, that's about it. Hot. Not as hot as usually is. By the way, I don't know. I came across the video. Well, a video came across my FYP. Excuse me, saying that there was this massive storm on the 8th in New York City and had all this destruction. 2 days ago. It was 98 degrees 2 days ago, sunny and skies are clear. Shit. I don't know why people do that shit. I don't know why people do that dumb shit. So yeah, I don't know when. I definitely need a break, huh? I also figured some things out, and that's like another reason why I'm like, so I'm just gonna say this. I know how the fucking ancestry test got fucked up.
And I'll tell you how. The person that bought it for me ordered it, had it sent to my home. But here's the thing. I never gave that person my email address. So, by all accounts, most likely what happened is because it was my legal name, all they had to do was watch out for my name. And you know, but that's how. That's how they did it. I want to go to a beach in Florida. Go in the ocean. Yeah. But yeah, like I said. All they needed to do was wait till it showed up in the mail and then they would start their shit. Only they got ahead of themselves and forgot the estimated time that I was supposed to get the results back and just put it on there on the 1st or 2nd, not thinking I would. Stupid. Go to a beach somewhere. Or a cruise. I could go for a cruise. Never been on a cruise. Someday. So if I'm right, then the person that sent that DNA test to me, or bought it, whatever, they were supposed to. Hand crank. Yeah, that's the best part. You know what the perfect thing would be? I'm just gonna say it. An island, a private island, me and Frankie, where the only other people there are just staff that wait on us hand and foot during the day. That's the perfect vacation. The perfect getaway, in my opinion. If only. So, I don't know how long we'll be live on here. But no worries. I'm only taking a break. I promise I'm coming back. When it's time. There, now that the meat's done. Taco meat. I ain't eating right now. I just wanted to get it done. So, private island, me and Frankie. They just have to wait on us hand and foot. You know? You know? And, I got a cramp in my hand. Shit. Tacos. If I made taco meat, what do you think I'm making? Tacos. You know? So to the person that requested to join, that's not happening. I don't know what to tell you that. That's not happening. So They want me off TikTok, right? They're gonna get what they want. At least for a couple days. They better be grateful for that. Uh, you know when it's time to take a break because you get mean. Which is what has been going on. So yeah. Just cutting up tomatoes. You know, cheese, tomatoes, taco shells, maybe a little salsa. Haven't quite decided yet. I even did my makeup today thinking, you know, maybe make me feel a little better. Didn't. So, hard shell tacos. Occasionally. Not big on sour cream though. Kind of have to be in the mood for it. Yeah, I just gotta be in the mood for it. Usually when it comes to sour cream, it has to be very light, sour, like very minimal sour cream when I use it. But what I do use sour cream for is like to make my own, to make homemade like French onions dip and that kind of thing. And ranch, and that's what I usually use sour cream for. Alright. And I don't like raw onions, so I'm not doing it again. And I clean as I go. You know. Less mess to worry about. I only like cooked onion, no raw onion. Now, however, I have something else. You know what? We're gonna go to the living room for this. Because I can. Motherfucker. It comes right up. Motherfucker. It comes right off. I just clean as I go. A lot easier that way. I want to make sure I don't have. I want to make sure I don't have anything to do tomorrow. Don't have anywhere to go tomorrow. You know what I mean? Just to where I could just sleep all day if I choose to, or whatnot. So there are 16 people in here, and it's only showing 4 people. Maybe just reading. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. Yeah, well, getting everyone to talk is like pulling fucking teeth. You should be grateful I'm taking a break. You wouldn't like what's going to happen if I don't. So tonight is the last night I go live for a little while. Get back to myself. Sleeping at 9:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sleeping. Hopefully in a few days I'll be back to my old self and have whatever it is under control. I will. I appreciate that. Just burnt out and exhausted. Hopefully, after a few days, I'll feel like I'll be back to my old self, and I won't. Yeah. Thank you. I need a vacation. That's what I need, or even go camping in the wild, the wilderness. I miss the Mother Nature. Yeah. The country. That kind of thing. And I'm not happy here as it is, so. Like I said, maybe I'll go walk through Manhattan at night sometime. Maybe tomorrow night or whatnot. I don't know. I think tomorrow though I'll just probably just stay in bed and read. Take some snacks in there with me, you know. But as of right now, I'm gonna eat everybody's favorite cookie. Because that's what they say. I walk around Manhattan a lot at night. But I know I get it. Trust me. When dudes are trying to kidnap girls and women in broad daylight, there's a problem. Hopefully,
start work, feeling myself and start working out again and just get back to my old self. One can hope, right? Hmm. I like going by the water over there at night. There's one area. It's a nice area. You know, there's a couple different areas. But if it's during the weekend, there's always people around, especially with it being summer. I'm not real sure. Just till I feel like my old self. I can't take 1 or 2 days if I'm not like. I need to not when I just start feeling like my old self. I need to feel like my old self and not the way I feel at all right now. Um, before I do, because if I take a day or two and I'm still feeling any type of way, coming live again is not going to be the best idea. So I'm not real sure. I'm just going to take a break as long as I need to. I have like 8 library books I want to read. I have a diamond painting to work on. And the first book I'm going to be reading, I'm just really burnt out. So, and I'm becoming something that I don't like. I've been changing, and some people have seen it, and it kind of scares them. No, not TikTok itself. It's stalkers and shit that I've had to deal with the past 2.5 years, and all the negativity and just. Oh yeah, I have 8 books. Like I said, maybe I'll go this weekend over yonder and walk through Manhattan at night. Tomorrow though, I ain't doing shit. Currently, I took a hiatus. I withdrew, and I am working on getting back in college. Why do you ask? I wish it wasn't like that either, but people like to push my buttons, and everybody has a point where it's past the point of no return, and nobody's gonna like it if I get that point. Yeah, well, then the stalkers get real bad, try and turn your world upside down and destroy your life. Um, and sometimes you need to take a break, from even school to figure things out. And what I've figured out and come to the conclusion of, uh, proving my identity is going to take a miracle. But trust and believe everything happens the way it's meant to, and everything happens for a reason. And I need to focus, because I also want to focus more on um, the industry stuff too. So that's another reason. There's more, for me, there's a lot more important things in my life that I need to be focusing on instead of having all my attention on here, other than the fact that I need to take a break off of here because people are not going to like what happens next if I don't. Especially bad people. And for the cult members watching, I'm sure they know why. It probably has something to do with why they're scared of me. So they should be grateful I'm taking a break. Oh yes, 86 minutes left. It's getting too hot in here to have it out here. Oh no, see, I figured that whole shit out. So, the person that got the test for me, see, I never gave my email address to that person. But as soon as I put the code in, it connected it to that email, to my email. That was interesting. Secondly, when the estimated date is July 12th, you get results back July 1st. That's not possible. You know what's really interesting? This Big Mama person, is that her name? Big Mama 1965. The only thing they said, I wish you well, take care. Now, I have a very suspicious mind because of a lot of reasons, and I'm always right. Let's put it this way. 2 law enforcement officers confirmed I'm not Heather. I have someone I've known for a very long time that confirmed and would know that I was abducted, I was trafficked. And if my DNA were to be proven, and I know this, if I was able to prove who I really was, hundreds of thousands of people in 17 different countries, including this one, would go down. So do you really think they're going to ever allow me to prove who I am? Think about that. 17 different countries. The amount of people in the part of this fucked up cult. Do you really think they're going to ever allow it. Because they would all go down. It's the Illuminati, so you think it's just Lord have mercy. Yeah, hundreds of thousands. Because it's not just me. This has been going on for centuries. In 17 different countries, including this one. So yeah, I would be the key to taking down the most evil, vile, disgusting cult. Now I'm going to say this. Everybody has heard of the Illuminati. Don't play games. Now, when people say they don't know who they are, haven't heard of them, that tells me a lot right there. I'm not real sure, but somebody got hold of a book of theirs. It's a cult and the elite of the elites. The elite of the elites are in this fucking cult. Do you really think they're going to allow me to come out and prove who I am? They're actually going to do a DNA test and let the results be accurate? Do you really think that? Yes. For real. I was raised in the leader's family. They called her grandmother Hayden. Well, the real Heather is still alive. Been stalking me for 20 years. Online. Open Pandora's box. Now. Do you want me to read the letter? What do you want? It will take a miracle to be able to prove who I really am. They call law enforcement their dogs, so there's that. And everybody is scared of them with good reason. They're not scared of anyone. Well, almost not anyone. They're scared of me. And I'm not scared of them or anything or anyone. They've shown plenty of times they're scared of me. They've come on here, opened their mouths. Last night, I think it was, there was a woman who said she accidentally requested to join, and it was on my main account. And, I had a funny feeling about her. But when her husband is in the background whispering to her what to tell me or what to say or what to ask, supposedly cybersecurity. Yeah. So if they want to bring it on, motherfuckers. You feel froggy, leap. Like I said, they should be very grateful. I'm going to be taking a break after tonight. Ooh, like I said, the people that have noticed me changing, it kind of scares them. And another person that requested to be in the box, I think it was last night too. Could have been the night before. Supposedly her dad and them were from that area at one time, but when the kidnapping took place, they didn't live there, they lived somewhere else. And she asked her dad, "Do you know that road that she was taken from?" And he says yes. um what road is that? It's funny because I never said what road it is because I don't know. But mark my words, everything happens exactly the way it's meant to. And when the time comes, that's kind of why I got to get back to where I myself and get things under control for now. Because it's not time yet. It's not time yet for that. Soon, but not yet. Good thing I don't condone violence, huh? What do you mean, do I know Jesus? I have a good relationship with the real Yahweh. That kind of thing, if that's what you're asking. Or are you asking, do I know him personally? Like, are we buddies? Is that what you're asking? Like, I'm confused. What are you asking? I mean, come on now. I always found it interesting that all I had to say to those people for them to go white as Casper the fucking friendly ghost. Well, the cop said, "Now if you come back, you'll be arrested for trespassing, right?" I just looked at these motherfuckers, tilted my head, smiled, said, "That's okay, I won't be back. See, I'm a true child of God, unlike some who sell their souls for monetary gain. They went as white as Casper the Friendly Ghost, fear of God in their eyes. So, tell me something. How many sins do you commit a year or a week? And don't say you don't."
Because everyone does. It just depends on how bad they are. You're Christian, aren't you? That explains a lot. Tell me something. How do you feel about the LGBTQIA plus community? The LGBTQIA plus community. Gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender. How do you feel about them? You're right. Jesus does. Are you racist in any way? Let me ask you this. This is going to answer the question. How do you feel about this deportation thing? Do you think it's right what's going on? That families are being ripped apart? I'm asking. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's right that families are being ripped apart and children who are undocumented in foster care are being taken out of their foster homes and deported? Well, deported. Do you think that's okay? Do you think that's right? No, yeah, thank you. But I'm asking Shy Texan 51 there. Do you think that's right? That children were being handcuffed at school and everything. Little girls, little boys. When did Jesus tell you? When did Jesus tell you anything? Were you alive back then? You just know what's in a Bible that was written by man. Here's the truth about Christianity. Christianity was started by the Illuminati. That's the truth of it. Christianity was started by the Illuminati because they wanted evil to take over eventually. No, I'm very spiritual. I'm very, very spiritual. I'm not Christian. Because I know what they do to children. See, sweetheart, I was one of those children.
I was one of those children. I was taken and trafficked and kept in the head of the Illuminati's family. I wonder why. And when you tell these people, I won't be back, see, I'm a child of God, unlike some people who sell their souls for monetary gain. Fear of God is in their eyes. Pastors, preachers, reverends. You have pastors, preachers, and reverends that are Christian, stealing from the church, unaliving their wives, doing horrific things to their children, and all part of the Illuminati. Do you want to know what happens to the majority of the children? You know all those children that go missing in this country where there's no trace of them ever found? Excuse me. Do you want to know what happens to them? The majority of them? Almost all of them? If they don't replace. No, I'm talking about Christianity. The family I grew up in had pastors, preachers, and reverends in it, so don't play games with me. No, the Christian. You don't have to spread shit on this live. Because I can guarantee you I know more about it than you do. You want to be brainwashed? Go ahead. You don't have to be on my live. Planted nothing. You know what they do? I'll tell you what they do. You want to know what they do? You want to know? The way they unalive a lot of children. The same way Jeffrey Dahmer did things to his victims. So, fuck off with that shit. I was there. I saw it. I remember what I saw. And I know what I had, what I've experienced. And what I remember isn't anywhere near as bad as what I don't remember yet. So bless your heart for thinking your goddamn opinion mattered because you were brainwashed. You're talking to somebody that lived that shit and experienced that shit and had to witness what happened to other children. You're also me. You're looking at someone that survived being sacrificed. Which never happens. Especially when you're a child. And Jesus never would have been Christian or any type of religious. He was spiritual. Hello. Oh, look, she's back. Do you want to know the truth, or you just want to live in your delusions? Oh, dealing with some delusional Christians right now. I know. They're not gonna like what I say next. Jesus was a female, biologically. Also a witch. Walked on water, turned water into wine, fed so many people with 2 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Rose from the dead 3 days later. I mean, I can prove it. I have a letter that talks about cooperative churches and cooperative churches. In order to be born male, biologically, you have to have a physical biological father. Scientifically, there is no possible way Jesus could have been born biologically male. They also think Jesus was white. Jesus was not white. You have pastors, preachers, reverends in the Christian church stealing from the church, abusing their wives and children. Really? Were you there? I mean, my God. All these Christians seem to think they know everything about Jesus and this, that, and the other. Were you fucking there? Yeah. He was black. Jesus was black. Furthermore, we don't know where he actually was from, do we? Just what's written in a Bible. Furthermore, Christianity is not the original religion. The very first religion, I think, was Hindu or Buddhist or something like that. How do you know that's his word? Because you've been told that. Put a red mark over your door and I'll skip over your home. But if you don't have that red mark over your door, then I'm going to take your firstborn. I don't even read the Bible and I know it. How many of you have kindness, human compassion, that kind of thing? Now you judge others. You go to churches on Sundays, then you judge others throughout the week for the way people live their lives. The negativity in this fucking world is insane. Instead of having kindness, human compassion, when's the last time you did something for a homeless person? I'll wait. Good, what'd you do? Common sense tells you that if he walked on water, turned water into wine, rose from the dead, that's a witch. Okay, well, you can believe whatever you want, Starshine. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I can read you a letter I have that was written in 1957, if you'd like.
from a Reverend Kenneth Hayden about cooperative churches and cooperative churches. Your Bible was written by King James. Who was gay? Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Oh, Lord have mercy. You're gonna be enlightened, alright? I grew up in the leader of the Illuminati's family. And I witnessed some really horrific shit and experienced some really horrific shit. But people want to still doubt me. Well, let's get into it, shall we? Christians judge all the time for people that are less fortunate. I see it all the time. People want to say they're Christian and then they go and do things that they should not be doing. Before I read the letter, I want to show you something. I'm going to ask you then, how do you feel about the LGBTQIA plus community? Do you think it's okay that what's going on with the deportation? You catch my drift? When you judge others, like a lot of people like doing, well, you have pastors, preachers, and reverends that do horrific things. Well, let's get into it, shall we? Yes, it is. Let me show you something. These here, members of the Illuminati. Oh, shit. Unplug the damn phone. Well, Hassan Cauldron, Daughters of Mokana, Alta Aryan, Eastern Star, Alta Aryan, To the Glory of God, Upside Down Pentagram. That's a problem. Thing like scientific evidence and that, and you don't believe in it. To all free and accepted Masons on the face of this earth, Howard Arian. That is Alta Aryan. That's who I grew up knowing as my great-grandmother. That's who they called Grandmother Hayden. Now, Reverend Kenneth Hayden was her nephew. And this letter I'm talking about, but do one better for you. This is the letter. October 14th, 1957. Alta, Graham, Mother Hayden. You with me so far? Pay attention, folks. Probably. Pay attention. Oh, and some people, I have Illuminati members come in all the time trying to discredit me. You got that off the internet, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, if I did, then just for the record, Alta and Howard. Dear Joan, Jack, and Carol, Joan and Jack Joan was their daughter, and Jack and her were the grandparents. The ones I know as my grandparents. I'm not related to them, but they will never allow my DNA to be proven who I really am. Dear Joan, Jack, and Carol, just a short note to answer at least part of your letter and try to allay the fears of those who may be disconcerted about your church affiliation, I mean. Glad to hear you're getting settled and like it. You better after such a long move. Glad to hear the news. Hold on. Okay. Glad to hear the news too about Carol and her program and her progress and growth. I'll let Bond tell you about our personal life and news in general, except to say that I did get a lot out of my hospital experience. That's the short pleasantries. Now, regarding the independent churches of our brotherhood, I couldn't begin in one letter to describe the difference between cooperative and independent churches, and I'm doing that for a reason. It's how it's written. Some think it has to do solely with missions, but it goes on to our entire conception of the world, the essential nature of man, inherently sinful from Adam or not, and many other things. Generally speaking, the cooperative churches, usually known as Christian churches, Disciple of Christ, have in them a majority of people who are more liberal in their thinking toward the world, towards other denominational groups, towards ethical attitudes and actions, etc. On the other hand, the independent group, usually known as Churches of Christ, have in them a majority of people who are conservative or fundamentalist in their attitudes towards these same things. I'm not going to keep doing quotes because it's just easier if I don't. The difference is usually expressed openly in the desire to cooperate or not cooperate with our United Christian Missionary Society. The independents say that too much of the money contributed to the UCMS is wasted and doesn't go for our missions. They prefer to operate independently and send direct support to some missionary of their variety who is in some foreign field. They fail to see that the UCMS has a total program which includes home missions as well as foreign missions
foreign missions. It also has religious education as a part of the program, which includes, among other things, the financial support of those in our state societies who direct and help with our summer conferences and camps. It's their little get-togethers. Likewise, some of the support comes back to our state societies to pay for the state staff and its work in many fields of help to the local churches, but basically all stems from this general attitude towards life, conservative or liberal. However, you'll find so many shades from the extremist of independent who will not even work with a cooperative, or who will not even cooperate with other independents, to those who do cooperate with other independents, and still onto the cooperatives who acknowledge the independent point of view and will work with independent churches. Excuse me. To those who are so extremely in the cooperative category that they refuse fellowship to the independent brethren. With me so far? It differs as to what part of the country you're in, and it may be that California is extremely different than here in the Midwest. I know that this is true in the states of Washington and Oregon by what some of our divinity school students tell me. Bitches, you're not going to get your way, so stop doing whatever the fuck you're doing. They like making me nauseous and shit. Trust and believe. I know that is true in the states of Washington and Oregon, but by what some of our divinity school students tell me. And I know that the differences between the churches vary from in Indiana and Ohio. But generally speaking, these are the reasons for the different viewpoints. Now pay attention. Knowing your background and assuming some things about you and Jack, I feel quite sure that you would agree with Graham and myself and others in our family that we would take the liberal view towards matters such as these. In other words, we would want to be inclusive rather than exclusive. A good place to find out such information is to get a hold of a yearbook from our international convention, which most likely takes place on June 17th every year, where they do the horrific things to the children that are taken from their families. If the church is listed in there, and if they also could contribute to our program, they are a cooperative church. The 1956 yearbook, which I have, shows this about Long Beach churches. Contributing cooperative is Bixby Knolls, East Side, north of Palo Verde. Non-contributing, probably independent, would be Dominguez, First, Lakewood Church of Christ, Parkside Church of Christ, Westside Church of Christ. Notice that all of the cooperative group are known by Christian Church. Again, I'm going to say that again. Notice that all of the cooperative group are known by Christian Church, but that two of the non-cooperative churches are also known by Christian Church. In addition to what I've said, these independents usually teach a conservative interpretation of the Bible, which is hard to swallow and harmful to a wholesome view of life and to people. At times persons in them, even become vicious of their attitudes. I think you found one that would be alright. Must close out, basically. Now, why would he be calling his, because he was the nephew,
of Elsa. Why would he call her Graham, do you think? Why do you think he would call her Graham? I'll wait. If you're ever invited to a dinner by the Masons, Eastern Star, Knights of Templar, Scottish Rites, just kindly decline unless you're like Jeffrey Dahmer. Because that is who the Illuminati is the Masons, Eastern Star, Knights of the Templar, Scottish Rites. And I survived. And I remember things. So when I say I know what happens to the children that go missing every year in this country, where there is no trace ever to be found of them, it's because there is nothing left of them to find. Do you get it now? And because of what I know and what I remember, and the fact that I grew up in that family, proving who I really am is going to take a miracle. Because they will not allow it. Now, most Christians don't know that that's who started Christianity. Everyone was told it was a good religion. Glory to God, right? Good religion. Have you noticed the worse things get, the more people pray, the more Christians pray to God, right? And the more you pray to God, the worse things get. You ever wonder why? You ever wonder why? The only thing, I know who I am. But unfortunately, the only way, I look just like the family. I look like I could be the sister's twin. But they will never allow it to be proven. All the elites, A-list celebrities, all of them. So many people would go down in 17 countries if it was proven who I was. If my true identity was proven, they all go down. So, that's something I gotta live with, because that means my real family, I'm never gonna get to meet my real family or make memories with them or anything like that. Unless if by some miracle I can prove who the fuck I am. And if you stick around a while and pay attention, there will be members that will show up
and one in the box, and they'll get in the box. Because that's what they do. And I give people enough rope to hang themselves, so to speak, to where they expose themselves. Everything happens the way it's meant to. Now, see, they've tried getting me, oh, contact this psychiatrist. They believe you. They'll give you the truth serum. Yeah, I'm going to let some strange doctor inject me with anything. I've been there, done that. Let me ask you. Don't you think it's a little suspicious that a doctor had prescribed me about 30 different prescriptions, having me take 100 pills a day? Or the fact that the adopted mother, who I grew up knowing as my aunt till she adopted me in 1990, how she always had to be in all my appointments, including the psychiatrist. And then I go into this, and this is as an adult. I go into the psychiatrist one day, and she's there with me in the appointment. He asks me how I'm doing. I go to tell him. He's like, "Let me stop you right there. You don't care about anyone but yourself. You're selfish. You're this, that, and the other." The psychiatrist said that to me. She started poisoning me when I was, well, after she got me. They keep the elite children and replace the ones, but the thing with me being kept wasn't because they were going to make money off of me. It was so they could keep me under control. For whatever reason. As many times they've tried to unalive me, it doesn't work, so. The only thing they would ever be able to do if they could would be put me somewhere where I would be forgotten about and really, really, well, probably strapped down to a bed and very heavily medicated, sedated for the rest of my life. That's all they could possibly ever do. That's the only thing they could ever be able to do to me. So, what have we learned? Anything? Have we learned anything today? Life is tough. That's the understatement of a century. That's Here's the thing. I've had enough abuse, trauma, torture, and everything to last negativity, drama, all that shit to last 10 million lifetimes for everyone on this fucking planet and then some. Yeah, I always try and get people to learn about, be kind to each other. Kindness, human compassion. I also make predictions that always come true. Just me saying I predict it happens is just a fun way of saying it. So, this is my last live for a little while until I get back to myself. What part of what I just told you do you not comprehend? The fact where I was taken from my family at very little, very young age, the fact that I was trafficked before that family got me, the fact that I saw children being unalived in the worst way possible, the fact that I was kept in a cage and transported in either bags or a suitcase. Which part did you miss? Remember when I said I give people enough rope to hang themselves where they expose themselves because they say the dumbest shit? Exhibit A. Exhibit A. Starshine, why are you in my life? Also, I'm wondering, I got a funny feeling about Carolina Graham. Carolina Graham. Keep talking. Please do.
It's not working. Stop.
Starshine, where?
Yeah, my husband's snoring, but I'm here.
Damn, I thought for sure this would end with kind of a palate cleansing avalanche.
So,
Snowmobile is badly damaged.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
I think kids these days are the greatest generation.
Okay, I couldn't hear you.
hey, we're just taking care of this right now. How many mods do I have in here right now? Debbie, take care of Starshine. You're the mod, yes. I'll name some names. Take care of Starshine. And, Carolina Graham, you got nothing to say now? Come back to your little leader. And I'm the Queen of England, too. I don't know who the fuck you think you're trying to fool here. But you're not fooling you sure as shit don't fool me. And I was trafficked by over 500 people before I was 2 years old. I was great.
by over 500 people before I was 2 years old. And I saw other children being unalived in the worst fucking way. So you really think that I believe your bullshit? I'm just a normal grandmother. Give me a fucking break. No, you're not. And I'm going to say this again. I don't believe a fucking word she says. We don't even know if that would be her grandson. Just because she says it is does not mean it is. So I'm going to take care of this right now. Shocking, 320 following, 334 followers. See, they give themselves enough rope. Give them enough rope to hang themselves, and bit by bit. Little by little. Little by motherfucking little. They fucking... I just fucking said that if it is true that her grandson was unalived by a terrorist, first of all, I don't believe that. It just something tells me. And if it is true, when something just tells me she's not related to the person. They always expose themselves, and I said that they would. Because they can't help it. And the simple fact that, a lot of them say... Here's the thing. A lot of them say they don't know what I'm talking about and that kind of thing, but have been watching me for a long time. So, evil. They have no souls. Do you realize how many people are in that cult? Just in this country alone? Thousands in this country alone. Thousands upon thousands in this country alone. Yeah. So many people, if I can prove my real identity, every last one of them is going to go down. They come on here trying to shut me up, trying to discredit me and everything else. It's been going on for a very long time. Hence, now I'm hoping you understand a little bit more of why I'm going to be taking a break after tonight.
because I am exhausted and I'm burnt out and I am changing and not for the better right now. That's why I need to take a break after tonight and get back to being myself and getting whatever is in me under control. Because I know people have seen that I'm changing and I know it scares them. People seem to think when I say stop by your head, you don't know you're dealing with that, that it's some sort of joke and like. Well, this one's easy to pick out. I'm going to tell you, Kelly Jean, I'm not in the mood. I'm not the what you want to do right now. You want to show your ass, you're going to regret it. One of them. I did say, didn't I? Some just can't contain themselves and they say that shit. Like I said, hence the reason why I'm taking a break for a bit. Why do you think the Illuminati stalks me and has had people coming at me and everything? Think about it. They can't take me out because they've tried. I survived being sacrificed. I'm like a cat with 10 million lives. And they will never allow my true identity to be proven. Why do you think that is? And they come on here and show their ass. Hence the reason taking a break after tonight. Because I need to. And it's good for everyone to take a break from social media. Me, it's a necessity right now. Because, like I said, I need to get whatever it is under control. They have yoga videos on YouTube. I'll have to check those out. No, I think they're saying good for me for taking a break. They're telling me it's good that I'm taking a break to get myself back to where I need to be and get whatever it is under control. So no, they're not being rude. At least that's what I got out of it. I have to go I'll definitely have to do that. Yeah. Except tomorrow, I'm probably going to stay in bed all day. Why are you so interested in Dollface? See, I'm gonna stay in bed all day and read this. That's my plan. I don't know if I'll read the whole thing tomorrow, but so there is, including the epilogue, 433 pages, or is it 453? Oh, 453 pages. This is what I'm reading tomorrow. And I actually started it the other day. I read the prologue. So on my way home from the library, I read like 3 pages. So yeah. Of course, I didn't have my glasses, and so it takes me a little bit, not having my reading glasses on, my regular glasses on to read. But I mean, I have these too. That's just the first one. Hey, here's the thing. I don't even have the desire to sing. That's how bad it is right now. And I knew when I got to this point that yeah. Hence the reason why, that's why that's why I'm taking a break too. So the other books I have here is come on, bitch. Let's see, we got Stephen King's The Green Mile, The Phantom of the Opera, The Clockwork Orange. That was a freaky fucking movie. I'll tell you what. Then we have The Interview with the Vampire, The Man in the Iron Mask, Freedom by J.C. Dugard, and Nowhere Girl, A Memoir of a Fugitive Childhood by Cheryl Diamond. Then I have like 3 books that I'm waiting to come in. So yeah. So thing I need to do to get back on track and to get some a certain part of me under control. I mean, it's under control, but it's not one to stay under control. Ah, you're good. Because I've noticed I'm getting mean, and that's not me. Me. It's part of me, but it's not me. You think you're crappy tonight? What Krabby Patty or what? Sorry, I had to. I'm at the point where I don't fucking care about anything at this point. And that's not a good thing. And for the ones watching that are part of that cult, go read your book and find out, why the elder members are scared of me. And I don't know what the fuck you're doing in here. I just saw someone join. Carly Link. Carly Link. What the fuck you doing in here, Carly Link? Take care of this shit right now. I swore I blocked them on here too. Guess not. Remember when I said I had fake friends, fake supporters for over a year, year and a half, 2 years? That was one of them. Not just trolls, stalkers. Some are part of the Illuminati, some are just put up to do it. By the real Heather. So there's that. See, I deal with a lot of shit in halves for over 2.5 years now. Ooh. I'm exhausted. I thought you asked me that already earlier. I cleaned my kitchen, did my laundry, took a shower, did my makeup thinking it would make me feel better. Didn't. And come to the realization that I needed to take a break from here. I woke up realizing I need to take a break. Something inside me tells me I need to take a break before it gets bad. I'll be alright though. I just need to get back to being me. The good me. Because nobody likes the bad side of me. Just ask the Illuminati, they know more than anybody. Probably why they're scared. Which they should be. Just because I get it under control don't mean shit. when the time comes, when it's time, that's when it'll happen. And I think I'm going to join the gym. Because I know it always helped me whenever I would go work out at the gym. It always helped me to go work out at the gym when I was almost in the car. So, you're on here unless you did it by accident.
Hello?
Hello. Did you do it by accident?
Wait a minute. I don't know.
Can you hear me now?
I have 2 grandkids running around here driving me nuts. Driving the dogs nuts.
Don't you just love that?
Not if I'm tired, no.
You didn't know that I was being sarcastic?
If I'm tired, like today, but they beg to spend the night, it's like, I have a hard time saying no. Quit. I'm on the phone. Stop, please. Please. Go this way and go change. Papa's sleeping. Linda. Hold on 1 second. No. Stay out here, Rosie. Okay, come here, Linda. Go. Be quiet. Thank you. All right, sorry.
They're going to be hanging themselves tonight. You know? Which one of y'all is going to expose yourselves next?
Exposed for what?
Expose themselves. Everybody having Illuminati that's in here keep exposing themselves. Like that star, whatever, and then the other one.
I'm the same all the time. I don't change.
No, these are part of the Illuminati. These are members of the Illuminati. That's what it is.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
31 folks in here.
Uh-huh.
And what, there's like 4 of us talking, I think.
The majority are, I'm telling you, like, this is not a joke.
I know. I know. So you're really going to go off tonight?
So there's 27 and there's like 13 or 14 people showing, so...
Oh, I got...
What do you mean, am I really going to go off tonight?
That you're going to go off for a while.
Yeah. I need to. Because trust and believe, nobody's going to like it if I don't. I mean, we could just ask the Illuminati what it is. It doesn't happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how it's there. Of me, whatever it is that I need to get out, take a break and get certain things under control. Pretty sure that might have something to do with why they're scared of me.
Yeah. I understand. I just wish you weren't.
It's not going to be forever. Shit. It's just taking a little bit of a break. That's it. And it's good for everyone to take a break every now and then. I go touch grass and get back to, real life. Focus on things I need to focus on. And I'm just really burnt out. I still wonder, why am I so tired all the fucking time? Because it's not me. This is not like me. I thought it was stress. I thought it was
The infection, and yeah, those might have something to do with it, but something inside me is telling me it's because of everything that's been going on.
Yeah, just need the rest.
Stop. They're never going to leave me alone, and I know that.
I know, and it's horrible. Just
Trust and believe. I wish they would.
it's horrible that they don't leave people alone.
I would love it if they did.
I know.
But I
Me too.
And if whatever is inside me has shown its ugly head, so to speak, yet or not. The answer is no, not yet. When the time comes is when it will happen. Until then, I gotta get it under control. Because it's not time.
I know, I get it. It's just, it shouldn't have to be that way.
I know. Just believe, I know that better than anybody. Unfortunately, these people are completely off their fucking rockers. They do horrible things to children, and they want to know what I remember or what I figured out, or if I've come up with proof of to show who I actually am, because that means when that happens, they go down. And it's just a matter of time till that happens. And once that happens, then it's a matter of time till they go down. And yeah.
Just awful. We're gonna do some craft stuff.
Yeah, I have a diamond painting I gotta do. I don't have to get it done until October, but it's for my friend Martino and his wife.
That's what I need to do. Occupy my time.
It's very relaxing and it helps. So, and I do one every year for them of their son.
Besides just cleaning the house every day.
That's what tomorrow.
Need something different.
Tomorrow, this is what I'm doing.
What is that? Oh, reading.
Somebody to Love: The Life, Death, and Legacy of Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, I have a few of Danielle Steele. Some of her books.
Yeah, I'm not into romance novels. I'm more into biographies, documentaries, and true crime. Topics.
Where'd you go?
I'm like, that will be fine. Dang it. Be right back.
Yeah, she's gonna take a break for a little while. After this. And it's because the trolls do not leave her alone. And the stalking. No, not forever. Just just a short time to take a little break. I know, but when you get a lot of trolls, it becomes a lot sometimes. And they just keep on after her, and it just doesn't stop. It's hard not to let it bother her because I'm a mod for some other folks, and I'll tell you what people come in and say is just horrible. I don't understand how folks can be like that.
You know?
It's very sad.
A lot of
Yep, makes me mad too.
A lot of ones that come in and come at me, there's a fucking cult.
I know. They just don't leave her alone, though. Rose went out. Rose went out there, Hannah.
Rose, come on up this. No.
Sorry. Dogs going everywhere. Grandkids going everywhere. Rose, stay in here.
What I've had to deal with in my life. These people have never left me alone. I've been watched my entire, since,
I know. And it's just horrible that you just can't get on live and have a decent conversation with adults, and
But at least,
that it has to be mean.
enough work to hang themselves, and they do. Now, literally, should know that. They'll never stop. That's just, and I know that. Hold on, thought. I'll be right back. Could be a day, it's going to be a lot more than a day. I know that. Could be a few days, could be a week, could be a couple weeks, just depends. With everything that's been going on, I've been changing, and not for the better. I feel it. And I'm not scared of anything. But what I feel even scares me. So, and I know the ones that can tell that I've been changing, it scares them. I kept whatever it is under control for a very, very long time. And I intend to keep it that way until the time comes. But please, any more members want to show their asses? Please do. Make it easier. Notice how there's 22 now. Went down a bit, didn't it? So, this will be the last time I'm live for a little while. I don't know how long. But I decided to come on live and do it this way instead of just posting something. Because then I get people commenting, are you okay? What's going on? And then people assuming I'm going to be back the next day, and that's not going to happen this time. Because I need to need to get it under control a bit. Because it's not time yet. So, I think I'm going to end this because I'm tired. Everything will be okay. And I'll be back on before you know it. Just it's that time. Oh yeah, I'm going to. Tomorrow I'm staying in bed all day, most likely. I'm not going anywhere, I'm not getting up, I'm not doing shit. That's why my house is clean. That's why I did all my stuff I needed to do today. So I could just rest. Who knows, maybe I'll sleep all day. You know? I'll be alright. I might post some things here and there, it just depends, but I need to focus on getting certain things under control. They should be very, very happy about that. Let me put it to you this way. For those of you who have not heard me talk about this before, when people are close to me and they look into my eyes, like, close enough where they, one of two things happen. Either get very drawn in and that, or they become very terrified. It just depends on what are you on my good side or my bad side. So I don't know what it is, but I've had grown men terrified of me. For example, this guy used to front me the broccoli, and he tried to rip me off and everything, and he kept coming at me about it, and I'm like, nah. And so, dude, 6 foot something from Jamaica. And he's running his mouth, and they kept telling him, stop, just stop, leave her alone, just stop. They could tell. I don't know what, but they could tell.
So one morning, me and another resident at the drop-in center, we were on our way to leave and go to one of the delis that morning. So I could get some tea and she could get some coffee. Dude's running his mouth and I got tired of it. I turned around and said, Marvin, you're nothing but a low-life rug dealer, and you will never amount to anything more than that. And I know you lace my shit. He comes charging up the stairs like this, running his mouth, saying, I don't care what happens to me, blah, blah. I don't even know where the fuck. So yeah, I didn't back down, and he was doing that. Security came out and separated us, had me go inside, had him take off. 5 minutes after he left, I went up, did what I was doing, going back. Next time I saw him, and any time after that I saw him, it was deer in the headlights look. Fear. They'll never win. But yeah. You know what I find funny? When they use the name Star in their username. Don't you? Isn't that kind of funny? How they use Star in their username sometimes? Like that last one. And the fact of the being someone named, with the username Starfish just joined. Yeah. Like I said, I'll be back at some point, but I need to get whatever it is under control. Because nobody's going to be, nobody's going to be happy if I don't. Not by a long shot. Yeah, in fact, they'll never allow me. They'll never allow my real identity to be proven. Because so many people would go down in 17 countries if they did. I'll tell you what, it's going to take a miracle. It's going to take a miracle to be able to prove who I am, and when that happens, they all go down. Imagine being the key to taking down a goddamn cult. Imagine being the key, your DNA, proving that you're this missing person, being the key to taking down a fucking cult in 17 different countries, including this one. And it's gonna take a miracle to be able to prove it. I mean, how law enforcement's their lapdogs, what do you expect?
Yeah. My DNA being proven who I really am is the key to taking down this fucked up cult. Because of my memories. And the fact that they were dumb enough to keep me in the fucking goddamn leader's family. What I witnessed. All. I'm glad you can hear me. That's good. So yeah. I gotta get whatever it is under control. Because it's not time yet. That happens when they least expect it. Yeah, it wouldn't just be hundreds of thousands I would be taking down, it would be millions. In 17 fucking countries? Millions. All the elites. Yeah. And the reason the DNA from the ancestry test got screwed up, I figured that one out because I'm pretty sure the person that ordered the DNA test using my legal name, well, I'm pretty sure that the fuckers thought that once I got the results back, I would believe it. Even after it was confirmed I'm not Heather, that I was abducted. They went as far as to put my youngest daughter's name on there and said that she joined in 2020 when she was 16. And my oldest daughter and I had already had contacts with my youngest daughter and knew before then who I was. She wouldn't have joined it. My oldest daughter found me on Insta. My youngest daughter would have done the same if it came to it. All they had to do was wait for it to show up. And then they rushed things. Estimated date to get it back was July 12th and gave me the results July 1st. That's not. No. It's the only reason I know who I am is because, well, I look just like that family. The family looks like I could be the twin, the older sister. And my memories.
So, but it's going to take a miracle to prove who I really am. I remember the day I was taken, the man in the suit. I remember him calling. He called my name. It wasn't a mistake. I think I knew him. I remember the car I woke up in, most likely not the car that I was taking. Because I remember waking up, laying on the back seat, and I was just sweating. And I was looking out the window. I remember stopping at a roadside, being with a family, stopping at a roadside motel. I think I think we stopped because the air conditioner may not have been working in the car. The father was mean. I remember the boy that was older than me. He was wearing shorts and a striped t-shirt. And the woman was wearing a flower or floral tank top and bell bottoms, what looked like bell bottoms. And the man was wearing like a tannish tank top with blue bell bottoms, maybe jean bell bottoms or something. I remember being alone in the motel room with the woman. It was just me and her. The man came in with the other kids and said the car was fixed. And his mom was expecting us. I have a memory of a Christmas or Thanksgiving. I know there was a Christmas tree. I don't know who I was with at the time, though. I remember there was a Christmas tree. There was a TV on the floor next on the right side of the Christmas tree. I think there was a window on the left side of the Christmas tree. Orangish carpet. But I know there was a parade on TV. Now, the reason I remembered that was when I bought a candle last Christmas time last year. It was called Christmas Morning. It smelled like a pine tree. So when I lit it, and that's what brought back them. That's what made me remember that. The man that took me, I'm pretty sure I knew him. Because he called me Tanya. I don't remember what he looked like, but I remember. Because the reason I don't remember is like the face is blurred out. But I know he had short, dark hair. And I'm be honest, and he was probably 30s to 40s. Late 30s, early 40s. But the hat he was wearing was not a cowboy hat. I think this was a doctor of some sort. I also remember the front of the house that we went to. There was 4 steps going up to the porch. There was a porch swing on the left side. The house was white. Had white curtains in the windows in the back. The car I woke up in had leather seats. They were beige, tannish, off-white, something like that. They were very light colored leather seats. Something to do with the gold on the back of the front seat. And the front seat was all connected. It wasn't 2 individual seats. But I don't think that was the car that the person had that took me. I think I was transferred to that car. Then again, I could have been days later, too. I remember the guy gave me an orange safety sucker. That's why orange hard candy is so bitter to me. I can do lemon, I can do lime, that kind of thing. Orange, fuck that shit. And then strawberries. I remember strawberries. I was running through strawberries. I know that. I also remember at some point I was dressed in blue overalls. It comes when it wants to. That's all I know. The memories come when they want to. If I force them, it doesn't happen. It just happens when you least expect it. So yeah, that's what I remember. From before I was taken to when I was taken. And I remember things after I was taken. And I remember the first memory I ever had being with that family. Yeah. I remember being kept in a basement in a dog cage. Being transported in bags or a suitcase. I just have memories, glimpses of things. Sometimes It's like a movie sometimes. It's like either it's happening to me or I'm watching it happen to me. Very first memory I have being with that family I ran away. The woman that I grew up knowing as my aunt that adopted me in 1990 got up with me in the car, got up to the elementary school. Before I could get to the doors, she got me in the car. They beat me on the way home, and then went back to the house, and then got me in the house where they continued. And then the next thing I remembered was being in the shower with her brother. It was only a couple seconds of a memory, thankfully. Um, but I'm sure at some point I'm going to remember, and I'm not going to want to remember. And I don't want to remember any of it. But after that, I remember I couldn't stop urinating. So, that's, yeah. So, there's that. But because law enforcement's a bunch of cowards, they'll never allow my identity to be proven. Ever. Because it would take down millions of people. And they know that. So I have to deal with that. So, that's the thing I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life. Now, the fact that they have my DNA, is it possible they might switch it with someone else's? Yes. But I don't think they will. Because it would be very, very stupid if they did. Because if they were ever to switch it with someone else, and the family went and did a DNA test with that person just to be sure, it wouldn't come up as a match. So, but so yeah, I'm taking a break for a bit. Yeah, all the family would have to do is if anyone came up as, because they have my DNA, all they have to do is quietly do a DNA test to find out if that person is actually really. And I can guarantee it would come up as not a match. So, but I think I'm gonna end this for now. I'm awfully tired. And I need a break to get back to the grind of things and get back to, I need plenty of rest and take some time. So, I'll be back at some point. Just not sure when. But, they should realize that all I have to do is get a hold of someone that I know is willing to do a DNA test. And it will prove that I'm not related to that person at all. So, until I can figure out how to prove my real identity, I go by Grace. I would love to use my real name, I would, but obvious reasons I can't. And I hate it. Because I know who I am. I know who I am. It's like I would love to be able to meet my real family and get to know them and spend time with them and make memories with them. But it'll never happen unless by some fucking miracle. Well, sure shave a good thing that I don't condone violence, isn't it? Oh yeah, ancestry most likely never tested my DNA. So I can guarantee they didn't. They just waited for it to come in the mail and then, you know. So anyways, I'm gonna end this. I need to I need to go to bed. Try and rest. Hopefully I'll be feeling back to my normal self within the next few days. We'll see how it goes. But hope y'all have a great night. Stay safe out there. And just know I'll be okay. See, I believe miracles do happen. And knowing that I'm the key to take all of them down. Miracles happen. And it will. I'll be back. I just need some time. You know, it's good for everyone to take a break from social media anyway. So, one way or the other, a miracle is going to happen. Oh, look, the stalker. I am not in the mood to deal with your ass at all. I definitely need to take a break from social media, from this. 100%. Because I am definitely like, who's anyways. Yeah, I'll have a great night. They come back all the time on different accounts. Trust and believe. This ain't nothing new. They did it all night the other night on my main account. Acting like it's one of those, like, here's what happens. This person, yeah, they're a creature of habit. They do the whole dragging, what's been going on for 2.5 years. But when I show that it doesn't bother me, they don't get the effect that they want anymore, then they pretend to be sincere and caring and everything else. I would never do that to you, Grace, and all this shit. And then they do something when they think that my guard is down or whatnot, and it's just a repetitive cycle. But the other night they gave off that. You remember watching the movie Selena? Yeah. Anything for Selena's. Because they were like, anything for Grace. Shit. So I told them to give me, $7,500. Fuck it. They didn't. Nor did I care. So, just wait. So, yeah. And for the record, they're talking about Mama Duke. And I know who that is. That's most likely Dollface on the account. So, anywho, good evening. I'll be back at some point. Excuse me. I'll be back at some point. Hopefully I'll be back to my old self and have whatever it is under control very soon. So, y'all have a great night. Hey. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got that now, too. Tell me something. Were you there when I was taken? No, you and your 70 following and 18 followers. See, you want to run your mouth? Be very, very fucking careful. Because I believe in miracles. See, I am a child of God, unlike you. Welcome to my world. They can't help themselves. They're gonna regret it. They have no idea. That's how stupid they are. So, I'm gonna end this and I'm going to bed. I'll be on again at some point, just not for a little while. Time to get back to trying to, well, get things under control and get back to my old self, the happy-go-lucky part of me. I mean, I hope you all have a great night, and until next time, y'all stay safe out there, and I will see y'all later, whenever that'll be. I will be okay.
Night, y'all.